3D printing is becoming more and more accessible for everyone and is opening opportunities to innovate in different industries. With 3D printing, you can create from a house to a small object that you can use in your everyday. In today's tutorial, we will show you 4 ideas for customizing everyday products which are possible thanks to 3D printing. But additionally, we will show you how you can share this power of 3D printing to the world thanks to Grasshopper and ShapeDiver. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video and to subscribe so you don't miss any other of our tutorials. So let's get started. So let's start with the first idea, a very simple one. What if we can create a 3D printed pot, which we can use to cover our plant pots, our plants vase, so that we can give some design to this pot. So here we have this script in Grasshopper, which right now looks like a very simple design, but there is lots and lots of parameters that can convert this very simple pot into a custom one that anybody can transform. I won't explain everything about what's happening right now in this model, but you will be able to download this model down in the description and then you will be able to explore it by yourself. The main part that we want to show in this video is how these ideas can be then shared online so that anybody around the world can start creating their own pots in this case. So if we come here to export, then you can see that we have this component called the ShapeDiver Export Download, which will allow anybody to download this file and then 3D print it wherever they are. But additionally, we also extract information from this model. So in this case, we extract the volume of the mesh, the volume of the model, so that, for example, we can use this for the calculation of the pricing to 3D print this object. Now, how do these parameters that I showed at the beginning, the display of the geometry and the export gets shown online? Well, let's go to ShapeDiver and see how it looks. We will leave also down in the description the link to this configurator. This Grasshopper file was created by Michele Farina, which is part of the projects team at ShapeDiver. So here in the viewer, we can see how it looks. And here in the side, we get exactly the same parameters that we saw in Grasshopper. So now, if you give this link to anybody around the world, then they will be able to create their own pot and use it, 3D print it and use it in their own house. Now we can go down and select our export type, and then we go export final mesh, and we will be able to put it in our 3D printer and get the final result. If we check online for other ideas for this kind of parametric pots, planters, then we can see plenty of options which involve 3D printing. Now, what if we want something more custom? What if we want to, for example, add our own text? We want to, for example, add our name in our 3D printed object. To check how to do that, we will go to our second idea, our second example, which is a cover for a MacBook. So if we have the 3D model of this MacBook, then we are able to create around it all sort of objects in a very accurate way. So for example, in this case, we just want to add a cover which fits exactly to this Mac. So if you do a simple search online, you will be able to find 3D models of lots and lots of products, and these 3D models are very accurate with the physical product, which means that now that we have the 3D model, we can create all sorts of things around it. And in this case, what we created was a pattern in the back, which doesn't get rid of the Apple logo. And additionally, we have a custom text down here. For the patterns, we use one plugin, which is Launchbox. And additionally, we also have an option for a Voronoi. And for the custom text, we use the Squid plugin. And finally, at the end of our definition, we have, of course, the display of our cover. And this one, which is also an export, where we will also allow the users to export their cover so that they can also 3D print it. Now let's see how this definition translates in the online configurator. Here we have the model, and then we have here an option to input your own text. So let's say that I put my name. This text input is possible thanks to the ShapeDiver plugin, which contains the component ShapeDiver text input. If you double click in this component, then you get this window where you can define the default text. So for example, again, let's put my name, and how many characters are you going to allow the users to input. So if I put OK, then we will get exactly the same result that we get in ShapeDiver. But of course, in ShapeDiver, anyone can access this model and anyone can easily edit it. And at the end, we also have the option to export this model. So let's check and let's export in STL format, and let's say export cover. So of course here we are limited just to one product, which is the MacBook. But of course online we can find 3D models of laptops, cell phones or other products. And here in the side menu, we could give a list of products that the user can select. If you want to continue exploring this model and exploring this idea, again, you can download this model down in the description and continue from there. So now we had a customized pod, a customized cover for a MacBook with custom text. But what if we want to go beyond that? What if we want to, for example, have a custom image that we could use to create a 3D model that we can 3D print? And for example, we could use this to grab around any object. In this case, what if we could grab around a bottle of wine? So we could create some sort of cover that goes on top to, for example, give it as a present. So instead of giving just a simple bottle of wine, we could give a bottle of wine which is contained in a 3D printed cover. Here in Grasshopper we already have the 3D model, and here I will use one of these examples to show you how this model works. Thanks to the ShapeDiver image input component, we are able to bring from a URL an image, which then we can use to extract the curves from it. So in this case, we are using Rooster, which is now compatible with ShapeDiver. So if we check the result of Rooster, we go from an image, so just pixels, which we can see here thanks to the Squid Quick Preview component. And we transform those pixels into actual cubes. Then we are able to grab these cubes around our bottle thanks to the surface morph component that then we can mesh, and then we are ready to use it for 3D printing. Now let's check other interesting examples. So we have this one that is the multicolor example. So what happens here is that we have an image that has a scale of grays, and Rooster is also able to detect different colors. So in this case we have a color count. Right now we are detecting just 2 colors, but if we increase the amount of colors, then you can see here in our bottle that actually we have different layers with different depths. And that's because Rooster gives us a data tree with different curves depending on the color. And we use the brightness of our colors to decide how thick our mesh is going to be. Now let's go to the next example, which would be the Voronoi example. So now we have here also other parameter, which is called invert, which will let us invert the image depth. We can also go for icons. So for example, here we have the icon of a lion, and we could also invert it and see how it looks. Here another example will be some flowers. And in this case, because the pattern goes all the way up in our bottle, then the flowers actually don't look very good, don't look great. But that's why we have these parameters here. So we define to which extent our image goes in our bottle. Finally, we have here some Beatles example, but for that, let's go now to ShapeDiver to see how this example looks there. So here in ShapeDiver, we have the same parameters that we have in Grasshopper, and here we have an option to upload your image or upload your image as a URL. So here, for example, if I click upload your image, here we have locally in the computer the example of the roses. And now let's check the example of the Beatles, and that will be our result. A very nice result, I would say. With the Beatles title in the top, I think it looks really great. And for example, imagine this being a very nice gift for somebody. And as the other examples, here at the end, you can also select the format that you want this to be downloaded and export the entire 3D model so that you can also 3D print it wherever you are. And as we explained for the MacBook, this 3D wrapper could work not just in a bottle of wine, but in anything. As long as you have the exact 3D model of the object, you could offer users to create 3D printing covers for any object that they want by using a custom image. Now let's go to the fourth and the final idea, the final example, and this one is related to a new product that Apple offers, which is the Airtag. So the Airtag is this little coin-sized device which you can use to find your objects. So you can put them in your bag, you can put them in your wallet, or you can put them anywhere you want. You can attach it to your bicycle or to anything that you want, so that you can know all the time where this object is. The problem of this device is that it's very small, so you need to somehow find a way to hold it. You can just put it inside your bag as they show here, but what if you want to have it, for example, in your keys, or you want it to attach it to any other object? So for that they have these covers that hold the Airtag. However, we know that with the power of 3D printing, we can also create our own custom holder for the Airtag. We have here our Airtag as a 3D model that we can use to exactly fit it. So in this case, this definition contains some customization for the shape of the object. We have here an option to add an emoji or a logo. We have the ShapeDiver logo. We have, of course, lots of other options that you can use to show it in the 3D print. Now here it doesn't look very well because of the rendering, but if we go to ShapeDiver, it will be more clear. Now another thing that we can do is to also give our own logo, and for that let's go to ShapeDiver and we can see how it looks. So here in ShapeDiver we have again our Airtag holder with all of the dimensions, and as you can see, well, it has all the rendering settings so that it looks as realistic as possible. And then we could start by adding just one of these emojis that we saw. And if we want to put our own logo, then we can put it by using a URL, or we could upload it from our local computer. So I can just click on upload your logo. But then imagine that anybody can 3D print this and put their own logo, maybe of their company. And because the Airtag is such an early concept, then this one could become a very great idea to offer these kind of holders for the people that want to get their own Airtag. And of course, then after you have all of your custom options applied, you can come down and say export holder. Then you can select again the format that you want, and you can export the holder. And here it is, ready to be 3D printed. This model was actually created also by Michele Farina, one of our colleagues in the projects team at ShapeDiver, and he actually got the Airtag from Apple and 3D printed this holder, and he got a perfect fit of the Airtag inside the holder. And this is all for today. Please remember that all of the Grasshopper models will be available down in the description so that you can continue exploring them, understanding them, and hopefully developing them even more. We will also leave all of the links for the online configurators down in the description, so you can also explore them online, and maybe you can also 3D print your own objects as well. If you would like us to explore more in depth any of the ideas that we saw today, please let us know, and we will do another video where we explain in detail how we created any of these Grasshopper models. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss our future videos. And I will see you in the next one.